Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Sam is gone for work. He is working, I think, until noon this morning. And I decided that I was going to do craft and chat on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. Use some time, kind of motivate myself to get out of bed. um, it is the end of the school year, so I am being lazy. I've been awake since Sam left to go to work, which was still about 4:30 this morning, which is my normal wake up anyway. And I literally got out of bed like half an hour ago. Try to adjust it a little bit. And so I'm like, you know what? I know this wasn't scheduled until 9, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I am just now sitting down to have breakfast. So I am having Special K with red berries. It's a change up from my breakfast Lunchables that I've been having. If you follow me on TikTok, you know for the most part I'm trying to post what I eat every day. So you can follow me over there. The link is in my link tree, which is in the About section. So there's a couple things that I want to work on today. And it's just going to be me. Christy has some things with family, and Sammy is out of town today. So it's me. A while back, and you guys are going to see this video coming up in the next couple weeks, Joann's got in the rest of their Christmas stuff. As you know, there was that big ordeal that the container ships were out in the ocean, stuff couldn't get here. So stuff's still starting to get here, but it's like Christmas related. They've already, submitted insurance claims and all that kind of stuff. So Joann's was literally giving it away. And I got a full container, which is 25, of these fillable plastic ornaments. As you can see, I'm down to like 4, 8, 9 left to do. And I am making my Christmas gifts for next year's grade that I will be in, a sped class. And I don't know what grade level I'm going to be in or anything like that. So what I'm getting done is the time-consuming part, which is filling them. And each one is going to look a little bit different. Here's what this one looks like. It's a little bit more on the whiter side. And this one is kind of what the rest of them look like. It is more of a teal. Now, our colors are red and blue, but also in Kansas, you have KU and Switcher colors are also red and blue. So I didn't want to go with a red and blue vibe because there's a lot of K-State people. So recently, Michael's had their glitter on sale, and it was buy one, get one half off. And so I got these. They are from We Are Memory Keepers. They were $12 a piece. So I got one for $12 and one for $6. And I got this bigger flake called Unicorn. And I got this smaller flake in teal. And I've simply just been mixing it together in my little Dixie cups before I go on the bus in the morning and filling roughly 4 to 5, because that way they have time to dry until the next morning when I can finish tapping all the excess glitter out and put the ornament tops in and move on to the next batch. So this morning, I need to finish tapping these out. I just choked on my Special K. Tap those out, get all the glitter out, put the tops back on, and then hopefully get another set of this out. I also plan to make a video so that I can, the plan is I'm going to take black vinyl and put 2022, 2023 on them. And then in Cricut, I'm going to make little tags that say Merry Christmas from either Mrs. Hall or Miss Lena, depending on where I am put next year. about a month ago, I have to look. Every year, like our district does not have a contract because we are not contracted through the school. We are contracted through the Special Education Co-op of Marion County. Back in middle of April, so about a month ago, we got sent an email that pretty much just stated, 1, are you coming back? Yes or no? Number 2, is there any changes that you would like to be made if you are coming back? Now, you put these changes and requests in based on knowing that you aren't going to find out what's going to happen until beginning of August when we have our training meeting, the first Wednesday in August. And so I submitted mine and I said, yes, I'm planning to come back. I would like to stay in 5th grade. Good morning, Christine Hickman. Welcome in. And so obviously the standard response was, we're glad you're coming back. And I can't guarantee that you'll... I choked on my Special K. Grab a drink of water real quick. And we can't guarantee, but we will do our best. It all depends on what the needs are coming up in the next school year. Because IEPs can change, 504 plans can change, we may get new IEPs, new 504s. It really depends on the needs of the school building, where they will end up placing me. So I have I guess I have 3 names. I'm in K through 2, I am Miss Lena, because one of my teachers, Susan Hall, still teaches there. So that's Mrs. Hall. So they get very confused when someone's talking to me and calls me Mrs. Hall. So I go by Miss Lena in K through 2. In 3 through 5, I'm Mrs. Hall, because they can distinguish, okay, you're a different person. So I'm Mrs. Hall. Then some of the 5th grade girls and some of the 4th grade girls have started calling me Mom. So I have 3 names. So I don't know exactly what is going to be happening. I won't know until August when we go back for training where exactly I'll land. But the tags are the easiest part to do. I will pull up tags in my Cricut because I have a template that I got for free. And then I will just write in Cricut Design Space, Merry Christmas from either Miss Lena or Mrs. Hall, set my Cricut to work, have them write, cut, and then I will take like little string and I'll tie them to the ornament hook here. So the time-consuming part is the making of the ornaments themselves. So I also want to make a video of the process, and I have just enough. This is my bottle of polyacrylic. When I started making my ornaments, I was up to here. You can kind of see the gap. I have 9 left to go. Fingers crossed that my polyacrylic holds out. If you didn't know, polyacrylic, it's very expensive. You can buy it at I know some people use other things in place of polyacrylic, like Pledge and things like that. I prefer polyacrylic because I can put it into my squeeze bottle. But we will see how this goes. Fingers crossed. I've had this for a little over a year now, I think. We got it at Menards. And it's the size of a small, not the teeny cans, but like yay big size of stain. And it's like $10 to $12, I think, is what I paid for that little can. Let me tell you, I was going, this stuff better last and it better work. And it worked great. So I was really excited about that. I keep covering myself in milk. So that is what we're going to do there. Also, and I was on one of my Run Disney groups. And somebody's like, oh, hey, if you do the cash envelope method, don't forget to give yourself an envelope for whatever Run Disney event you have going on for the expo. And I'm like, that's really smart. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the envelope method, it is a way of budgeting, and I think it was started by Dave Ramsey, but I'm not 100% sure. Sam and I do not follow the envelope method at all. That's not our thing. But I like to budget in advance for things. That is my jam. So I went onto Amazon to look at these little pouches that people use for envelopes. And I found some. And they look like a pencil pouch to me. But I'm like, you know what? Whatever. We'll roll with it. And somebody's like, and another post, like comment on the one was, hey, I'm selling personalized ones on my Etsy shop. That way you can just grab whatever you want. And I'm like, I can personalize these myself. I have plenty of vinyl. I have plenty of craft supplies. And so we're going to personalize a couple today. And I know the big question that everyone's asking, because I seem to have gone back and forth on this a lot, even Sam's kind of tired of how much I've been going back and forth on it, is if I'm doing Princess Weekend. There was a lot of back and forth on this because it's something that I really, really would like to do. However, the panic attacks have not gone away. If you have been around a while, you will know that last September, I went on a solo trip to Disney, and it was not good. And Sam, I think Sam was like, okay, you want to do this again? I'll support you, but okay. And I really went back and forth. A couple of the parents at school like, yeah, you need to do it. You go, girl, and whatever. And one of the other parents was like, Lena, seriously? And I kind of looked at her. And she's like, the panic attack, what if you have another panic attack? What if you have a panic attack on the course? Well, there's, and Sam and I got to talking about it. He's like, you kind of had some panic attack, little ones, and I was around, let alone, being gone for almost a week instead of just a few days. I said, yeah, you're right. So what we've decided to do instead, because it was rough, this is roughly the same cost as it would have been for me with flights, food, registration, hotel, expo. I don't know if I said expo or not. When we budgeted out, it was going to be roughly $6,000 for me to go for a Wednesday through Sunday for Princess Weekend. And I'm sitting here going, wow, this is going to be fun. But then on the other, like, half of my brain is like, this is going to be really fun. The other half of my brain is going, that's like the cost of a trip for you both, because I'm having to pay for a room for 2 people. No discounts for 1 person in a room. So Sam and I have been talking, and we really, really enjoyed our Royal Caribbean cruise last year. But we love Disney. So next year, for the 4th of July, we're going to go on a cruise. Cruises are expensive. I think for a Monday through Friday, it's like on the Fantasy, I think. No. Wish. It's on the Wish. Is about $5,000 for a balcony. And that will still give us a few days before we sail away to do some theme park things. So my plan today is to make a couple of these for budgeting purposes. I'm going to do a Run Disney logo on one because I think we'll end up only ever doing the marathon, which is fine. And another thing about Princess is that it's the same exact route as the Marathon Weekend 5K. So I've already done the route like a month earlier. And hopefully maybe some of the people who weren't able to get into Marathon Weekend will be able to get into Princess. And me not vying for one spot is one more person who could get it. So, excuse me. I want to make one with the Run Disney logo for Expo. I want to make one for general Disney savings. Like maybe it'll just like have a picture of a Disney gift card, like make my own little Disney gift card piece or something to put on one. Excuse me. And I want to do one with like a fun Disney cruise thing on it so that we can start putting money away for our cruise. So I've got 3 that I definitely know what I want to do with them, and a handful of ones that I don't. So, I don't know. Like, it was cheaper to buy the 12-pack than it was the 4-pack. It was like $7 for the 12-pack, and it was like $15 for the other pack of the same exact thing. And I'm like, well, I'll just get the 12-pack. I was thinking worst case scenario. I mean, I have some other ones to play with, I guess. So I have finished my cereal. So I'm going to stop my camera for a second. I'm just going to leave it live. I'll just be right back. My video camera is in Sam's office. So I need to run and get that real quick. And I will return momentarily. See, told you it wouldn't take very long. We've been filming some videos together in Sam's office on the couch. And so the last time we did that, I just ended up leaving my tripod in his office, and I hadn't brought it back out. Plus, I'm kind of hop along Cassidy today. Yesterday, when I was working in the lunchroom, I've injured my ankles so much over the course of the years that sometimes my ankle will literally just roll out from under me. And typically, after a few minutes, it's fine. But yesterday I was wearing what my dad calls shower shoes. They were really comfortable flip-flops. And so it's just staying like a little bit more tender today. So it's just taking me a little longer to move around this morning. So apologize, it took me a little longer than I wanted it to. Okay. Sorry, putting my glitter behind my computer. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and see. I'm just sitting literally and tapping to see if any excess glitter comes out of these ornaments. I typically try to do it like right when I put them down so that like most of it comes out, but sometimes as it dries, some of it like kind of comes loose too. So then I just kind of tap on the bottom of it. You can kind of hear it a little bit. Then I put the tops on. And then whatever glitter is loose. Cool Gamer, good morning. Hello, welcome in. I pour back into my cup of glitter. That way I can reuse it on the next ornament. Ta-da! So that is what I am working on at the moment. And then you can see there's some loose glitter in there. And I just tap it back in to the cup and put the old cup on the bottom. Some of them actually have less glitter left over in them. Or like I'll get stuff like this. I'll show it to you in a second. It's kind of more like little balls. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but that is what it do. So this, I'm going to just set that my ornament. I'm just dumping into my trash can because I don't want that going back into my glitter. For those of you who are hanging out with me, thank you so much for hanging out with me on Saturday morning. I hope you have some fun weekend plans. Sam is currently at work. All right, so this one, I actually have to, I call it going fishing because there's a big hunk in it. There we go. Like I said, I don't want the hunks of it back in, but the fine stuff I do want. That reusing the glitter like that just means that I don't have to keep mixing as much. And yes, if you're wondering, my desk is covered in glitter. The past few days I have been going to school with random glitter on me. And like, so one of the girls like, Mrs. Hall, you have glitter on your face. And I'm like, phenomenal. This one has a lot of glitter coming out of it. What are y'all's weekend plans? I'm not sure what Sam and I are going to do today when he gets home. I think he has some homework to work on. And then we may just kind of chill out around the house. Just kind of, enjoy. This one had a lot of glitter in it. All right, last one. Right, another clean glitter. So my cup went from being almost empty of excess glitter to being maybe a third full. That should do the rest of my ornaments, but it kind of also depends on how much I end up pouring into the ornament itself when I initially make it, because that will make a difference too on how much is left in my cup when I'm done. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, move a couple things around here on my work area, is I've got some glitter still. Move my tripod. I've got some Clorox disinfecting spray. And so I'm going to spray down the area that's got all the glitter on it and try to get it wiped off so that because I'm going to film kind of a time lapse while I'm live with you guys and then go back and finish the supply and that kind of thing for the beginning of the video. Just want to make sure that there's not a ton of glitter on my desk. I mean, I do the best I can, but glitter is kind of funky like that. It's like it multiplies. And it seems to multiply when you are least expecting it. Like I found this little pile behind something when I moved it. So I'm like, great. And the best thing that I have found to pick up glitter is like a Lysol wipe or a disinfecting spray, because it gets it just wet enough that it'll kind of like attach to the paper towel or napkin if I'm using a napkin. So glitter is just one of those things. It's kind of like Tupperware lids. If you aren't careful, it will multiply everywhere. And I saw something on, I think it was TikTok this morning, because I literally laid in bed for a couple hours just watching TikTok. And it was like, have you ever noticed that your socks that get lost in the dryer reappear as extra Tupperware lids? And I was like, that or glitter. They either become Tupperware lids or glitter, which I think in my case, because I'm a crafter, it comes back as glitter. Because I don't see how I have spilled as much glitter as that is all over my thing. Now, granted, I am kind of messy sometimes, but it shouldn't have been that bad. Okay, so now to get my tripod set up a little bit. Get things. Trying to figure out why my tripod isn't like wanting to turn. There we go. I had the wrong. Okay, first I sneeze, then I choke. Now I have the hiccups. What is going to happen next? Okay. Trying to get my. If you're wondering, I don't use a camera to vlog. I use my phone. So I have to get that set up. And I'm trying to get it to where it's settled and zoomed in so that I'm not getting a lot of the tripod itself. So I'm like zoomed in like times 5. All right. So again, I'm using polyacrylic and a clear ornament and my glitter. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start the video. I'll show each piece under the camera. I'll show the glitter, I'll show the polyacrylic, and then I'll show the ornament. I'll take off the ornament, pour in the polyacrylic, spin it around, let it drain back into the bottle, and then I will put the glitter into it. You can see I've done it before with this cup. I'll spin it around. Then I use a piece of scrap paper. Right now I've been using this one. You can see it's got all kinds of dried glitter on it to put on the top and shake it. Make sure I shake it up and down, side to side, and angles, spinning it around to make sure that all the polyacrylic is coated in glitter. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It helps if I don't do a step off camera. So it's literally me showing things and then doing it. Y'all don't want to see my hip, which is why I have the camera stopped at the moment. Because I do have to stand up to be able to film. That is one of the hard things, I think, about doing a craft and chat on your own, because you're like, where'd she go? What is she doing? Why can't I see her? I can hear her. It's like playing hide and seek. Where did Lena go? Oh, she's making an ornament. So when I'm kind of showing it on the camera as well, I always tap my ornament to make sure that there's no like big heavy spot that's going to cause me problems later. Because if it's a heavy spot, it doesn't like to stick. It'll stick a little bit, but then it'll all kind of fall off. So you'll have this like random hole. And yes, I am talking from experience. And I find it's better to have too much glitter in when I'm filling it to have it to come out later than not enough and have to re-pour. Okay. So in the video I'm making, I'm now spinning the ornament on camera. So now I'm going to grab my piece of paper, move my other glitter, and make sure I actually shake it with the paper covering it. All right, so that took 3 minutes to complete. I'll probably speed it up times 2, so it'll be like 1.5 minutes in the video. So now that is done. 1 down, 8 to go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups plus my glitter one. So we'll see how much glitter I have before I have to mix, or I may just wait because I put a lot in that first ornament. And I like the fact that I'm getting this done ahead of time because like during the school year last year when I was part-time, I got off at 11:30, like 11:45, and I was home by 12:30. And I had a whole afternoon to do things. But now that I went to full-time, and I went to full-time last January. So I've done full-time 1.5 years. I started out part-time. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am a special education paraprofessional, and this school year I am working in 1st and 5th grade with primary and 5th. Like you're just kind of drained at the end of the day, and you don't really feel like doing anything. And knowing that I still had to come home and film videos and try not to be 100% like exhausted on camera was a lot. So what I have really taken away from that is that over the summer, I need to get as much done as I possibly can. So if I can get a Vlogmas video out of making something for December and it's May, you better believe I'm filming a Christmas video. So what that means is I have to go into the YouTube audio library and find some holiday music in a little bit. I know that some people use Epidemic Sound and other things for YouTube music. I don't want to pay a subscription fee. I use mainly the same music for the whole time. And so I don't see the point in paying for that. The music from YouTube is, it works for me. I've spilled glitter. Okay, maybe it was me spilling glitter. Guess a few little flakes here and there do make a difference. And what do you know? I just used up all the glitter out of my cup. Interesting. I must have put more in that first one than I thought. And what I love is that each one of these ornaments turns out 100% unique, which is just like the kids that I work with, whether they are general students, whether they are gifted, whether they are special education, they are all unique. And each of these ornaments is going to be unique because of the way that the glitter lays, the glitter ratio. By the time I get to that particular ornament, each one is unique. So like this one is almost more of a white than it is the teal. And so each student will get an ornament that's unique, just like they are. Okay, so I guess I will show you guys how I mix my glitter. I'm going to have to mix some for my video anyway. So, but I will do that for that video. Okay, back to making my glitter. All right. So what I do is I typically start out with my teal. My teal is a much finer glitter than the white. And so I'm switching cups again. Okay. So what I do is I open up my package. It's very scientific. And I pour it into a cup. I pour in that much. However that much is. That much does change every time I mix glitter. Oh, that's why. And now I'm covered in glitter. Cool. Glitter goes everywhere. So then I open up my second color, which is my unicorn, which is my white. And I pour in that much. However that much is. Very scientific approach we have here for crafting at the Hall Family Adventures. And then I have a makeup brush that I'm using the end of as a stir stick. And I literally just kind of stir it together and see what it looks like at the end. I kind of whip it like I'm whipping eggs. I think this time I got in a little, oh no, maybe. I always worry about my white to teal ratio at first because it takes a while to get it to all kind of incorporate. And I actually think it's a pretty good ratio this time. Like I said, very scientific process over here. Okay, so see, we have our mix again. Okay, so now we're back to doing the ornaments. And what I will do with the ornaments once they are all done being glittered, I will put them back into the container until I put the year on them. I will probably do one with a year on it, just to test out like sizing of the font, and then get the font, put it on and make a tag. One, I need to finish that video for December, and two, I want to make sure that I have the right size of font so I can finish up the rest of them. And they'll just go back into that container. And closer to the holidays, when the Christmas stuff goes up at Walmart, they have these like holiday like lunch bag type bags, and they're like 10 to 25 cents. And I will get one of those per student and put some like, I know what I want to say, like the Easter type crinkly grass stuff in the bottom, put the ornament in, and then I will get a little package of note cards and write the student a little note, and then they will get that at our Christmas party. Now for my students, and that will be for everyone in the classroom that I'm in, because even if I'm in multiple rooms, I will still have a base classroom that I am in a majority of the time. And that's who will get these. And then the kids that I work with directly, I have a separate gift for them. So they'll get an ornament and something else. I have these little paint ceramic pieces that they can paint their own ceramic piece that I will be wrapping up for them and gifting them. So this year for my 5th grade, because I didn't require my 1st graders until after Christmas, I got my 5th graders. One of them loves to read and had just gotten started on the Harry Potter series right before Christmas. So I found all of the Harry Potter books in paperback at Kohl's on clearance for $5. So because he was just getting started on them, I got him Harry Potter #1, and I wrote him a little note inside so that he would hopefully remember me later on when he reads that book. And then and I'm glad that I gave it to him before Christmas because he ended up moving after Christmas. So I'm really glad that I wrote like a special little note in it so that hopefully he remembers me because I miss him. He was a good kid. And the other 2 boys that I had, good boys as well, they are not as big a readers. And so I found these, like, they were called Decades Uno, and they were themed in different decades. And I think I got like 60s and 70s, I think. And I just wrapped them both up and let them pick whichever one they wanted. And they thought that was really fun. And I'm glad that I gave that to them when they did for that, because one of them ended up getting sick and had the dreaded C thing and ended up having to miss the last couple days before Christmas break. So he was able to play Uno at home on his extended medical break. So everything happens for a reason, right? All right, so far I'm getting ready to get number 4 done here. I'm going to do all but one, or I'm going to do, I guess, 2 more after this one. That way I keep one empty to film my, like, beginning of my video and that kind of thing, and then I'll finish that one up. I think I may just make it through with this amount of polyacrylic. If not, I will finish them up later. But you can see I put a lot in an ornament, and then it just drains back into the container. Plop. Then it drains, and it refills. But I was trying to use a syringe to fill them, and then I saw somebody on TikTok making these last year. And they're like, oh, I put mine in a squirt bottle for like ketchup or mustard. And I'm like, wait, I have some of those because I tried to organize my refrigerator right before we went on vacation in July. And so I had some. And it's worked out really well. Victoria Morin, welcome in. Welcome to Craft and Chat on Saturday. I am working on some Christmas gifts. I'm making polyacrylic glitter ornaments so that they are done for December for the students I work with. Well, for next year's students that I will work with, I guess. So I have a teal glitter mix. You can kind of see it right there. I don't want to dump it like onto my computer. That would be really bad. So for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Lena, and I do this channel with my husband, Sam. He is currently at work, and which is why I'm doing Craft and Chat on Saturday as opposed to Sunday when I normally have done it in the past. But I think I might move it to Saturdays because I can do this while he's at work, and that leaves Sundays open for us to do Sunday fun day things. Because typically, if he has to work on a weekend, it will be Saturday, not Sunday. And so if I do it on Saturday, we can go do fun things on Sunday. So I just filled my ornament with glitter, kind of rolled it around, and now I'm shaking it around to make sure everything is covered. And then I will dump it over and let it dry. I have 9 out of 25 left to finish. And it's May of this school year. So I think I'm on a roll. But again, the glitter mess is getting to me, y'all. I did not think I was that messy with glitter. And maybe it's not me. Maybe it's just glitter in general. Because I'm like, excuse me, I'm not this messy. Well, maybe, but not typically. And then I just shake it, tap it. I'm trying not to remix glitter again because I just mixed glitter a little bit ago. So I really don't want to mix another batch, knowing that there's probably a lot in the bottom of these cups. So I'm just checking them real quick. And what I'll do, because I know that there's 2 different batches of glitter in this, I'll just mix everything back up together again. And like I said, I love that these each turn out to be unique, just like the kids that I work with are all unique. But it's really fun to watch their personalities come out, especially in things like art and dance. Thank you so much. It is, where did I put it? It is We Are Memory Keepers glitter. I'm using the fine teal, and I am using the chunkier unicorn. And I got these at Michael's. They were buy one, get one half off when I purchased it. And I just kind of very scientifically mix it together. It's not scientific. I just pour. And then I will show you here in a second because I'm still getting some glitter out of this ornament. I get whatever's left in the cup after I dump the ornament. I dump it into my main container here. And you can kind of, I'm trying to show you, make them nervous. So you can see that it's kind of different colors there. So I'm just going to take my handy dandy makeup brush here that I've been using the end of to mix and stir it together so that it mixes all up together. And to coat the ornaments, I use polyacrylic. Whoa. After these 2, there will only be 3 left to go. So I'm feeling pretty good about the amount of adhesive I have to at least finish this project. Make sure that my lid's on, because what a catastrophe that would be. Polyacrylic would be everywhere. So what are your weekend plans? I know, like I said, this morning is kind of a crafty time for me. And then Sam and I I'll kind of put some more pain reliever on my foot, and we'll probably go to the gym. And then, because I'm also on a weight loss journey, I have lost 44.8 pounds since January 9th. So I'm really proud of that accomplishment. My goal is 50 pounds by the time we leave on vacation, which originally was July 1st, and now it's June 29th. So my hashtag still is 50 by July, but it's technically like 2 days before then. So, and then Sam is in college. He's doing online classes. So he will probably have some homework that needs to be accomplished. And it's supposed to be a pretty day outside. And so knowing Sam, he might go outside and do some things outside. I will probably be inside. I am a spring and fall type girl, and Sam is very much a summer. For those of you who are new, Sam had cancer in 2008. He is in remission. He's doing great. And so the cold weather really affects him, which really stinks because I am so hot-blooded. I have to have the house super cold. And so like he'll run around the house sometimes in a long sleeve shirt. All right, why is this? My hand is literally shaking trying to pour this in. Okay. Like, I was going, I don't know if I'm, like, not concentrating enough or what is the issue. So I'm like, okay, quit talking and dump glitter. So, but anyway, he really likes the summer because it doesn't bother him as much. Where did my little paper go that I was using? Right in front of me, apparently. So he will probably go outside and do some things. We've had some rain. He literally mowed last weekend, and then the house, it looks like the yard is already in need of another mow. But thankfully we have a relative. The first mow, I feel like everything like kind of goes shunk. Like, don't look at me, don't touch me, don't mow me. And so this, and it's always, the funnier thing is that it always seems to rain. Like right before he decides to mow, it's like, I'm gonna rain and make it hard to mow. So it's always a really weird time. The first time we mow, or the first time he mows of the season is always really weird. So he will probably end up mowing again either today or depending on how warm it is when he gets home, or he may mow tomorrow before we do anything if we decide to go anywhere tomorrow. Sometimes we like to go to Oklahoma City to the outlets, but I think we're planning that for the end of the month. Disney outlet, the Disney store typically runs, it's called the Twice Upon a Year sale, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It runs twice a year, and it's usually over Memorial, like around Memorial Day and around Labor Day. So, which is kind of like the unofficial beginning of vacation season and the unofficial end of vacation season, because that's kind of the beginning and ending of summer for a lot of people. And so we, like, it'll go on, but like the discounts will change, or the discounts will like get better the closer to the end of the sale that you get. And the outlets pretty much do the same sale, only they'll have a ton of stuff that's on clearance, like marked down. So we always try to run down there for that. Blurb, 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 blurb. All right, I have 3 ornaments left after this one. I'm going to get through it with the polyacrylic that I had. Yes, that makes me really happy. I literally was concerned. I'm like, am I going to have enough to finish this project? I'll have enough for this project plus another project. So the rest of my polyacrylic will just kind of hang out where it has been for the past year and wait for me to come up with another project for it. The only thing I make with it is these glitter ornaments. So we'll see if I make any more glitter ornaments. All right. Put my lid on this and put it away. I'm going to put it away like the edge of my desk. All right. I'm going to do this real quick. All right. So this is almost done, which is, it's a good feeling of accomplishment. And I know some people are probably going, well, Lena, you've got time. Like, it's May. Well, like I said earlier, the summer goes by really fast. And for those people who like are in education, I think will understand this. You go, oh, I'll do that this summer. Oh, I'll just finish that up this summer. Oh, I'll finish that up on spring break. Oh, I'll finish that up on Christmas break. And it seems like the things that you want to get accomplished pile up on top of you. And you're like, hello, what are you thinking? You can't get all that done. So while I have the time, while I have the stuff, I'm just trying to get a few done at a time, and it's working out really well. My glitter cup that I've been pouring out of is pretty much shot. So I'm going to go ahead and dump the glitter out of it into the cup I'm putting this ornament on. Chuck that cup. Tap it, and I need to move all of these over on the other side of my desk so that I can get to my Cricut. So just kind of, oops, that's not good. Okay, I'm still here. I just need to stop that for a second. Okay. We got this little bank at Dollar Tree, and we've opened and closed it so much now that it doesn't stay closed very well anymore. I mean, it's also from Dollar Tree, so. But it was trying to pop open on me. Okay. And then once again, my desk is covered in glitter. And now my desk chair and myself are covered in glitter. So this morning, and like I said, I'm just tapping them. I got 6 completed out of 9. So I have 3 left, which is a very nice feeling of accomplishment. We have already been live for an hour, guys, and I've actually got something accomplished. Sammy from Just Sammy Things normally makes fun of me during craft and chat because I typically don't do anything during craft and chat, but I am accomplishing things. I came into this with a goal, and I think that helps. Is to go, I have a goal. This is what I want to get done, and that's what I got done. Okay, so the next thing I'm doing is I'm cleaning up my email because I noticed I had like a ton of emails that need to be deleted. So I'm doing that real quick. All right. Now I'm going into Design Space, and I have a Cricut Maker. And so all of my designing I do in Design Space. So like I mentioned at the beginning, when I was talking about the things I want to do, I have these, they're size A5, they're called envelopes, budgeting envelopes on Amazon, and I'm going to make them for some different travel budgeting things that I want to do. For those who are new to the channel, I'm also a Disney travel agent, so we do a lot of Disney things. Gotta love Amazon. Okay. So I purchased this little A5 binder to put them in when I am done. So it's pink and white, really pretty. And then what you just do is you pop them open, and you pop out the little hole punch holes at the bottom, and you just slide them in. Now, I'm very confused because it says this was an A5 binder, and it is not. So I will end up having to return this to Amazon because it is not the size that I wanted, which is fine because I want to make sure I have what I want. So I'll just slide this. They sent me an A6, so they sent me the wrong size because I had clicked on A5. So that's okay. The A6 is a little smaller, but this is what I wanted in an A5. So I will just return that and get the right size. But essentially, it will go into the little binder. All right, so first I'm actually going to go to Amazon and do a return. Return or replace. This one. Item defective or doesn't work, I guess. Size needed. A5. This is an A6. Okay. Continue. Okay, I want a refund. Okay, replace. Okay, I don't want an exact, I just want a refund so I can reorder. Okay, continue. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to read. Please return a package. No label needed. Bring it to an official. Show their return code on your smartphone. They will print a shipping label. The service is not available at UPS drop off. Okay. Confirm return. Okay. Okay. View return code. Okay. So, and I have time to return it. So I'm going to do a print screen. If you didn't know, print screen is kind of like saving your, like doing a save as or like a copy and paste. And so I can send it to myself on Facebook Messenger so that I have it. There we go. And then I don't have to try to hunt it down. I just know it's on there. Okay, now A5 printer. Okay. That's weird. They don't even have this one anymore. That's funny. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I've done an hour, and typically for craft and chats, I do try to keep them to an hour. I feel good. I got something accomplished in that hour, which, like I said, Sammy would be very proud because I typically don't get something accomplished. But I found out that I needed a different notebook for my envelopes, which is a good thing. I'm able to get that taken care of. And I did find a pretty purple A5 binder, which is actually going to end up being cheaper than the one that I originally purchased. So, alrighty, everyone. Be watching for some of these videos coming out because I'll probably film working on my budget envelopes for our Disney vacation series. So, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for coming to hang out with me, and we will see you in another video, live stream, or vlog.